Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So, Terence Crawford called out Keith Thurman again. And that's the common thing amongst the welterweight division. Everybody's calling out Keith once upon a time Thurman. Of course, Errol Spence has been very vocal in trying to get a fight with Keith Thurman. We got Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia trying to get a rematch. And Terence Crawford moving up in weight, looking to get a fight. And he said he's okay with fighting him first as his introduction to the welterweight division, right? So let's break down the welterweight division real quick. Let's break down the top guys, all right? And we can throw Jeff Horn in the mix. It's cool because he's TBE, the welterweight division anyway. So we can't forget TBE, the Hornet. Now, this is what I want to know. Why is everybody in the welterweight division so shook of Errol Spence? And to be honest with you, they need to be shook of Terence Crawford as well. Now, Errol Spence is somebody who can't even get a fight, right? He's IBF champion. He's undefeated. So why can't he get a fight? If you were fighting in the welterweight division, would you want a title shot? Yes or no? Would you want a title shot? Let's start with Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter continuously calls out Danny Garcia. He goes on Instagram. He makes videos and memes about fighting Danny Garcia, about wanting to fight Danny Garcia. Now, what you got to keep in mind is, and this is another reason why I don't get upset with Danny Garcia, because he hasn't been in the ring in a while since he lost to Keith Thurman, but he said that he just wanted to take some time off and relax and get his mind right before he came back to boxing. And I can respect that. First loss of his career, it's got to take a toll on his psyche, right? But you got somebody like Keith Thurman who calls out Manny Pacquiao, and then a day later, he's getting surgery on his elbow, talking about he'll be back in 6 months. But he's really not going to be back for another year and a half. And we get some footage of him sparring in Nepal, right? And then, of course, his fans flood the videos and they say, oh, wait, that's not Keith Thurman. That's not my Keith. That's not my Keefy. That's not my Keefy Poo. That's how you guys sound. That was Keith Thurman in that video, sparring. Knowing damn well he shouldn't have been sparring. I don't care if he was using the right or not, or whatever elbow was supposedly injured, because I didn't see any medical reports. I didn't see any info regarding his injury at all. I saw it was a picture of his elbow with some, this shit could have been makeup if you ask me. Keith Thurman has a history record, or a track record rather, of faking injuries. He did this shortly before the Shawn Porter fight. He got into a car accident where he had some micro tears in his neck and he passed out when they were filming the whatever that was for Showtime. They were filming something and he passes out. So, Keith Thurman is full of shit, all right? I don't see why you guys don't see that. He's full of shit. Do you understand? Keith Thurman is full of shit. And he's going to come back and he's going to fight once a year and you guys are going to praise him for this. Why? I don't know. But, he's got options as far as who he can fight next, because everybody wants a piece of him, right? Lamont Peterson's the fake WBA champion. He could get a shot. He could give Danny a rematch. He could give Porter a rematch. But he doesn't want to go anywhere near Errol Spence, right? I think Keith Thurman fans will argue, well, he just got done fighting Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia back-to-back, so why would he fight Errol Spence next? Well, most of you guys also say that Danny Garcia was an easy fight and an easy win for him, right? So, doesn't that make Danny Garcia a cherry, essentially? So, he fought Shawn Porter in a tough fight, and you said that Danny Garcia was easy work. So, if he was easy work, then that means it's time for him to challenge himself, right? Against Errol Spence. But you guys say he'll beat Errol Spence easy work. Once upon a time. Once upon a time's coming back with the one-time punch-out knockout. You guys are some stands, man. I don't understand the love for Keith Thurman, man. He's a lame. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking lame. Asson's dead. I don't give a shit. Fuck Keith Thurman. Now look, let's talk about the rest of these niggas, man. Danny Garcia, well, we give him a pass. He get him a little fight, he's coming off a loss. He gets to get him a little tune up or whatever. But Sean Porter don't get no tune up, all right? Sean Porter need to fight Errol Spence. Why? Because they both free. But you know what? You talk to Kenny Porter, bum ass. He want to talk about, oh, we never going to fight for the IBF again. After the Kell Brook fight, I don't like that they dropped my son from the rankings. So Sean Porter's not in the IBF rankings no more, so we'll never fight for them again. That's bullshit, nigga. You know why you don't want to fight for the IBF? You don't want to get that work and have Sean lose for a third time. Okay? And then you ask Sean Porter, oh, are you interested in fighting Errol Spence? And what's his excuse? So he looks up in the air. He's like, oh, well, Keith Thurman's the real champion at welterweight, so if I really want to challenge myself, I need to go back and get my win back against Keith Thurman. Shut your ass up, nigga. Trying to hear that shit. Sick of these dudes, man. So you want to fight Keith Thurman again. You're going to lose again, okay? So why would you turn down, you don't even know if you're going to get a rematch with Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman's in hiding, in exile right now, right? So why don't you fight Errol Spence, get a title shot, y'all both coming off wins, it's a good fight to make, and you pretty much fight for nothing anyway, that's what your father said, so fight Errol Spence. It's easy, it's a no-brainer, right? Who else we got? We got Jeff Horn, man. What's wrong with this motherfucker, man? This motherfucker said, after the fight, after the win against Manny Pacquiao, this motherfucker said, yo, I want to fight everybody. I want to unify the division. I want to fight Keith Thurman. I want to fight Errol Spence. Did you put up a picture of Errol Spence on your Instagram? I think he did. But what happened with that? You backpedaling because you wanted Bob Arum. You wanted that slave deal. So you don't get to fight PBC fighters. You get to fight dudes that nobody knows in Australia. That's what you get to do. And then what do your fans do? They say, oh, well, you can't expect them to fight Keith Thurman or Errol Spence right after fighting a Manny Pacquiao, do you? Yeah, but they say it in an Australian accent, of course. So they really don't know what's up, man. Look, here's the thing. I would give Jeff Horn a pass had he not said that. Do you understand? Do you understand? Like if somebody says they're going to do something and they don't do it, that means they're full of shit. Right? So Jeff Horn is full of shit, just like Keith Thurman's full of shit. Just like Sean Porter. And you know what? Danny Garcia is full of shit too. We're not going to cover for him either. All right? They're all full of shit. Danny Garcia was cherry picking for damn near half his career too. So that's what it is. So those are your title holders at 147. Is it that much? Is that much to ask for someone to fight Errol Spence? The arguments before were that, he didn't have any good names on his resume, so he fights Kell Brooks. He beats Kell Brook, and now he can't get another name on his resume because he's beaten, the top welterweight. Kell Brook would have beat Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to get y'all priorities straight, man. Y'all need to realize that, one, Keith Thurman ain't shit. Two, Sean Porter really ain't shit either. What happened to the welterweight division, man? The welterweight division used to be the most exciting division on TV, man. But it's filled with cherry picks and ducks and people faking injuries, dudes fighting 1-2 times a year. What's up with PBC, man? Like, what these dudes fighting once a year for, man? Where's Amir Khan now? Amir Khan hasn't been in the ring since he got knocked out by Canelo. So what's really going on with boxing in the welterweight division, man? I used to like the welterweight division, but don't get me wrong. We had some good fights this year, last year at welterweight, but dudes just acting like they don't want to fight Spence, man. It's clear as day. And the same thing's gonna happen with Terence Crawford. I foresee Keith Thurman avoiding both of these guys and waiting for them to face each other, and eventually one guy will be left and he'll take the leftovers, and I'm sure he'll make up something. Maybe this time he'll get abducted by aliens and he won't be able to make the fight, right? Or maybe Let's see. What kind of excuses can Keith Thurman come up with? Abducted by aliens? Um, who knows, man? Keith Thurman's a con artist anyway. So, Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe. I'm out.